Assalamu alaikum fam, hope you're doing well. It is a wonderful cold day, I'm very happy about it. So, I want to talk to you about how traditional motherhood is being warped and how we as Muslims, and even if you're not a Muslim and you're watching this but you care about traditional motherhood, this can help you as well. How we have to start producing content, speaking on, representing biology, religiosity, and traditional correct forms of motherhood. As the motherhood archetype changes, this is going to cause a lot of confusion. If we neglect this duty, if we neglect talking to young women about what does it mean to be a mother, and we don't create mother circles, and we don't lead by example, and we hide, and we don't produce anything, we don't speak about anything, this gives grounds to the new wave of heavily made up, wig-wearing imposters to hijack, manipulate, distort, desecrate what Allah Azza has given us. Allah Azza has given us women the glorious, fantastic, honorable ability to have children. Now, if you can't have children, and then you're going to whine and say, well, am I not a real woman because I haven't had children? I'd say stop making everything about you. And we don't all have to hate our fertility because you can't have kids. And your biology still exists whether you can't have kids, and you can still have motherly nature by taking care of orphans, protecting the babies, even if you yourself can't have a kid. So you're not actually excluded, you're actually included in what I'm saying. So I'll nip that in the bud before a disgruntled subverter hijacks the conversation. So essentially, one of my solutions is, which I hope you have your own as well, is that we have to start having halal artistic representations, halal videos, panels, clubs, podcasts, books about motherhood and how wonderful it is to be a woman. And retaking our essence, reclaiming and guarding what it means to be a woman, to be female, to have the ability to bring a child into this world and to raise it and to nurse it and to care for it and guard it. Because our ability, our gift that was given to us by the Most High is under extreme attack and degradation. The certain multicolored flag mafia is ridiculing and saying, are you saying, just because you can have a baby that means you're a woman? I want you to break that down and look at what you're looking at. I want you to really think about what is evil. How does evil express itself? How we mothers throughout thousands of years have recognized evil. And when something evil is looking you in the face and has this sort of evil energy against your womb, against your ability to foster and grow a human being, you're not looking at something good, something that's wonderful in the sight of God. You're looking at something that comes from the underworld, something that desires to destroy, to subvert, to distort, to degrade, to fracture, to strangle. And we have to be wary of someone in a suit who talks in a low clinical tone, getting us to let our guard down and open our wing to the same ones who would put a dagger in our womb. Allah Azza has honored us with the greatest gift on this planet. every female species was given this wonderful ability, an ability that cannot be copied through makeup and plastic surgery. The magician plastic surgeons cannot mock Allah Azza's creation. They cannot take their knives and stitch up a Frankenstein and compare that to what Allah Azza has designed in our very DNA. We were born into this world through a tiny hole out of our mother, covered in our mother's blood, washed off, had our umbilical cord cut. Our lungs breathed this dimension's air, and we became here. I want you to not let these inverted, subversive, deranged, demonic forces to make you put something on a tiny scale while they amplify their illusions. We have to be forceful. We have to say no. Emotion is being weaponized. Feel sorry. Like it's a way for them to say, come now. We feel for you, you know? And then they're gonna put this yoke on you and choke out your fertility and snatch your kid away through sick, perverted philosophies. And one could argue medical procedures. What I'm getting at here is do not let groomers, people who do not obey the morality that Allah Azza has ordained for us on earth, to make you feel that your ability to have a child is nothing special. It is. Anyone who looks you in the face and tells you that the ability of you to have a child is nothing to be proud of, that it's just that is someone who will probably roast in flames. Do not open your wing, open your door, lend your ear to those who want to destroy what Allah Azza has given you and your daughters. You can be kind, you can be tolerant according to secular law, but you do not let emotion become a weapon, and you don't let them manipulate you into distorting what mercy is. So we essentially, as Muslims, as women, have to really take back what our grandmothers gave us. We have to reclaim it. Now when it's being taken from us. It's being taken from us. And we are censored if we go into even more details on how. When you have certain figures going into female prisons and liberals like Gavin Newsom saying, what you identify as, you can go in there, and women are being victims against men. And when you speak about it, the leftists put the hate speech mark on you. You need to recognize that there is a line that we have to have. And we have to reclaim that line. No, you cannot cross this line. Allah has made us women. We are women. We have an honor. All the leftists have in their YouTube chairs is to mock us and say, ugh, you think that your childbearing ability is important? Listen to the filthiness in their tone. That's how you know evil is real. Because evil just doesn't look like evil. Evil can reside within something that looks beautified. We have forgotten that. We've forgotten that evil can be very beautifully adorned. And the disgusting sounds that come out of these armchair, woke, leftist atheists against our righteous wombs that allow us to increase our population, that beautiful process, that wonderful honor, they degrade it. They slander it. They want to destroy it. They want to invent a machine to do it instead. They want to take away and reform us into their dystopian, sick, drug-infused, utopian fantasies. So now is the time for us to say, I am a woman. This is what a mother is. We are proud females. We will protect what God, the Most High, the Most Sublime, the Creator of all, has given us. It cannot be imitated by a plastic surgeon, magician, who twists flesh and calls it the same as what Allah has encrypted within our very beings. Don't let certain people manipulate your ears with soft tones and use emotions as a weapon. And there are women who will gladly betray other women if they can get likes, money, and community. But we have to be different. We have to honor the ability of motherhood, to speak about it, to unprogram the young women, to tell them you don't have to hate being a mother. You don't have to love your career more than your baby. You don't have to hear your baby cry as you go back to work. You don't have to think about having a child as a prison or a burden. You don't have to hate your husband and cheat on him behind his back. You can do what is wonderful in the sight of Allah Azza wa Jal and be like Mary, the mother of Jesus, may Allah be pleased with her, who was a chaste, good woman. To look at better women and how Allah favored them, what He did for them. We have to be that change. We cannot allow the occultic celebrity groupings of these disgusting leftists rob us of our heritage, our ability, our genetics, and our purpose. We have to employ rhetoric, art, other factors against them. Be proud of your biology. Honor Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for what He gave you. And keep your baby. And never see yourself as less than because you're a mother who decided to have children instead of being in debt to a bank and on your knees for your boss. Okay? I care about you. And you should reclaim the mother imagery. Because the future generations of women are under heavy assault by a very inverted, perverted, cynical, anti-human consciousness. And it's our duty to protect women.